Okay, picture the scene. It's like 10:00 p.m. You've just finished your whole skincare routine.
You've done the work. You're feeling very responsible.
Totally. You've applied the toner, the serum, maybe even a lotion. You feel moisturized.
Yeah.
But then, maybe 20 minutes later, you're in bed, scrolling, and you feel it. That tightness.
Ugh. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's that feeling that your skin is like shrinking, like it's a size too small for your face.
Exactly, it's pulling. And the really confusing part, the part that just drives me crazy, is that your forehead might actually be shiny. You look oily, but you feel like a dried up leaf.
It's the worst of both worlds. And that paradox, being oily but feeling dry, that's where we have to start today. Because your first instinct is probably to go buy more stuff.
Right, I need a heavier cream.
Yeah.
I've literally stood in an aisle thinking, okay, if I just find the right liquid, this feeling will finally stop.
And that's exactly what the industry banks on. But today, we're going to look at why that might be the absolute worst thing you can do. We're doing a deep dive on the work of dermatologist Dr. Hyo Junwon.
And just a warning for everyone listening, he basically takes a sledgehammer to the whole 10-step skincare routine.
He really does. This isn't just about tips, it's a biology lesson. He argues we treat our skin like a sponge we need to soak when it's really a shield designed to keep things out.
So marketing says, feed your skin.
And biology says, protect your barrier. So today, our mission is to decode that buzzword, internal dryness, figure out why your expensive creams probably aren't absorbing, and reveal Dr. Hyo's, well, radically simple strategy.
Okay, let's start with that tight feeling. In Korea, they have a specific term for it, right? Sakjeonjo.
That's the one, Sakjeonjo.
Yeah.
It literally translates to internal dryness.
I see that everywhere now. Cure your internal dryness with this serum. But what is actually happening? Is my skin, like, thirsty on the inside?
So this is the first big myth we have to bust. Dr. Hyo is super clear on this. Internal dryness is not a medical term. Your skin's insides aren't dehydrated, in the way you think.
Okay.
That pulling, tight sensation, it's a symptom. It's a distress signal from a damaged skin barrier.
So it's not a lack of water problem, it's a broken wall problem.
Precisely. Think of your skin barrier, the stratum corneum, as a brick wall. The cells are the bricks, and the lipids, the oils, are the mortar holding it all together.
Right.
When that wall is solid, it keeps your body's natural water in, but when it's damaged...
Mortar crumbles.
Exactly. The mortar crumbles, and the water that's already inside you just evaporates out into the air. And that rapid evaporation is what your brain reads as tightness.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about the oily people? I know someone listening is thinking, but I have an oil slick on my nose. How can my barrier be damaged?
This is such a crucial point. We tend to think oily and dry are on opposite ends of a single scale, but Dr. Hyo says they are two completely separate systems.
Wait, really? Walk me through that.
Oiliness is all about your sebaceous glands, how much oil or sebum they produce. That's mostly genetic. Dryness, that tight feeling, is about the integrity of that brick wall.
So you can have a factory pumping out tons of oil, but still have a broken wall.
Exactly. You can be shiny on the surface, but because your barrier is compromised, maybe from a harsh cleanser, your water is just escaping right through the oil. You're oily and dehydrated.
Which explains so much.
Yeah.
But my reaction is still to try and fill it up. I imagine my skin is an empty cup and I need to pour toner into it.
That empty cup idea is what Dr. Hyo says is, well, basically nonsense.
Right.
You can't regenerate the barrier by dumping liquids on it.
But why not? If it's dry, shouldn't adding water help?
Because you're just wetting the bricks, you're not fixing the mortar. That water you add is just going to evaporate again if the wall is cracked. You don't need more water. You need to repair the wall so it can hold on to the water it already has.
This feels like it leads directly into the most controversial part of his work, the whole myth of absorption.
Ah, yes. The idea that we can deliver ingredients deep into the skin.
All those ads, right? Deep penetrating peptide technology. Is it a lie?
Let's call it optimistic marketing. Dr. Hyo has this very blunt analogy, the needle analogy. He says, basically, unless you are physically puncturing your skin with a needle, cosmetics are not reaching the dermis, the deep living layer.
So they just sit on top.
Pretty much. Think about it. What's the skin's main job? It's not to absorb stuff. It's to keep the world out. Bacteria, viruses, pollution. If your expensive cream could just slide deep into your bloodstream, we'd be in serious trouble every time we touched anything.
That is a very good point. So the toner. I grew up on cleanse, tone, moisturize. It's like the law.
It feels wrong to skip it.
Yeah. But Dr. Hyo seems to think it's the first thing we should ditch. Why?
Well, think about why you use it. You put it on a cotton pad and you wipe right.
Yeah, to get that last bit of dirt off.
So you're basically doing a second, more abrasive cleanse. A makeup artist might like that because it makes a smooth canvas for foundation, but a dermatologist sees it as mechanical irritation.
You're scratching the mortar.
You are literally scratching away the mortar. And if that toner has alcohol or exfoliating acids in it, you're also stripping away the natural lipids your barrier needs. You're making the internal dryness worse.
Wow. Okay, so that brings us to the product line trap. Buying the whole set. The toner, essence, ampoule, lotion, cream.
It looks so nice on the shelf.
It does.
Ah.
But Dr. Hio brings up something I'd never considered. The chemistry.
Specifically, the math of preservatives. See, every single bottle of skincare has to have preservatives in it. Things like phenoxyethanol. Otherwise, it would grow mold.
Okay, it makes sense.
So if you use just one cream, you get one dose of those preservatives. Your skin can probably handle that just fine. But if you use the toner and then the essence and then the ampoule,
You're stacking them.
you are stacking 5 separate doses of preservatives, stabilizers, and emulsifiers on your face all at once.
I never ever thought about that. I only thought about the good ingredients, not the carrier chemicals.
And you can't have one without the other. So by trying to soothe your sensitive skin with 5 products, you might actually be bombing it with a chemical cocktail that's causing the inflammation in the first place.
That is a huge light bulb moment. So complexity isn't care.
In this case, complexity can be a huge source of irritation. His advice is simple. Eliminate variables. If your skin is upset, don't add a calming serum. Stop the toner, stop the essence. Just wash and seal.
Wash and seal. Okay, let's focus on the seal part. What is the actual purpose of a moisturizer then?
To prevent evaporation. That is its only biologically necessary job. It doesn't heal you, it shields you.
It's a lid.
It's a lid. And to use the lid right, you need to know about the 2 main types of ingredients. Humectants, or hydrators, and occlusives.
Okay, define those for us.
Humectants are like water magnets. Hyaluronic acid is the most famous one. They grab water. Occlusives are sealants. Think petrolatum, squalane, silicones. They form a film.
Hyaluronic acid is in everything. Now with 10 types of hyaluronic acid.
It is. But Dr. Hiro has a serious warning about it. If you apply a pure hyaluronic acid serum to your face in a dry room and you don't put an occlusive cream on top of it, what happens?
Well,
Where does that sponge get its water? If the air is dry, like in winter, you can't pull it from the air, so it acts like a wick. It pulls moisture out of the deeper layers of your skin to the surface, and then it all evaporates.
wait, so by using a hydrating serum by itself, I could actually be dehydrating myself.
You're accelerating the water loss. You are literally humidifying the room with your own skin's water.
That is terrifying. So a good moisturizer needs both.
It needs both, the attractor and the sealer. If you're just layering watery stuff and skipping the cream, you're setting yourself up for that tight feeling.
Okay, speaking of evaporation, let's talk about timing. You mentioned Dr. Hio calls it the golden time.
Yes. And this tip costs $0 and changes everything.
Lay it on us.
Okay. You wash your face in the bathroom. It's warm, humid, your skin is damp. Then you walk out, you go to your vanity, maybe you check your phone for a few minutes.
And in those 5 minutes,
The water has already started evaporating, and as it leaves, it takes some of your skin's own moisture with it. By the time you apply your cream, you're just sealing a dry surface.
the moment has passed.
The water is gone. The solution is just to do it faster and in the right place. Apply your moisturizer right there in the bathroom within seconds of patting your face dry. Trap that humidity while it's still there.
So simple. Do it at the sink. Don't worry.
Exactly.
All right, so if products are just shields, how do I actually fix a damaged barrier? If I can't buy a repair cream, what really does the work?
This is the part where people might get a little annoyed because the answer isn't something you can buy. The only thing that truly repairs the skin barrier is your body's own regeneration cycle.
Don't say it. Is it lifestyle?
It's one specific part of it: sleep.
Of course it's sleep. It's always sleep.
It really is. Here's why. Your skin cells are born deep down. Over about a month, they travel up, flatten out, and become that hard, protective outer layer. Then they fall off.
The natural shedding process.
Right. And that entire factory line is regulated by your body clock. Cell division peaks during sleep. If you're sleep deprived, stress hormones like cortisol go up, and that disrupts the whole production line.
So the factory gets sloppy.
Very sloppy. Old cells stick around, making you look dull. New cells are formed poorly, so your barrier gets leaky.
Which brings me to exfoliation. Because my first instinct when I look dull is, I gotta scrub this off. Get the peeling gel.
And Dr. Hio's advice is basically, please stop.
Why? I'm just helping the dead stuff leave.
But you're being too forceful. You're not just taking the cells that were ready to go. You're often stripping away cells that were still doing their job, exposing the fragile baby skin underneath before it's ready.
That explains that feeling. You get a glow right after, but then a day later you feel raw and tight again.
That glow is often just mild inflammation. A truly healthy barrier happens when cells shed naturally and smoothly, and that only happens when you are rested and hydrated from the inside. You have to sleep your way there. You can't scrub your way there.
It's wild how we try to force things from the outside that can only happen from the inside.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the airplane scenario. Because I am that person with the facial mist.
Oh, the mist.
I feel dry, I spray, I feel good for about 10 seconds, and then I feel even drier.
You're caught in the evaporation loop. A plane cabin is drier than a desert. When you spray that fine mist, the thirsty air just sucks it away instantly.
And takes my own skin's water with it. The wick effect.
Exactly. You spray, you get drier, you spray again, you get even drier. There's a joke he references about trying to create a forest effect in the plane.
Like I'm going to humidify this Boeing 747 with my tiny bottle of rose water.
It's impossible. So what should you do?
Tell me.
If you feel tight, don't mist. Go to the bathroom, gently wash your face with water, and reapply your cream moisturizer. Put the shield back on.
Reseal the deal. I like that. Okay, we have to talk about Dr. Hio's own routine. What does the dermatologist who knows all this actually use?
Right, you'd expect some secret formula.
Yeah, some prescription-only compound.
Yeah.
Retinol, vitamin C.
The reality is, he uses almost nothing.
Seriously, give us the list.
He says he might use a face pack once a week. He specifically says he stopped exfoliating because it didn't help him.
And for his daily routine.
A basic moisturizer and sunscreen. That's it.
That is shocking. A top dermatologist using less product than my little brother.
He even says his wife uses a more standard routine toner and pool cream, and he says that's fine, as a preference. But he's clear, it is not medically necessary. He basically says, I don't need it, so I don't use it.
That's the ultimate trust in your own body to do its job.
He treats it like food. We don't only eat super healthy food. Sometimes we eat cake because it's enjoyable. If a product feels nice and doesn't cause problems, fine, enjoy the ritual. But don't fool yourself into thinking you need it for health.
That is so liberating. It shifts skincare from a chore to just a hobby. Something for fun.
Exactly. If you love your 10 steps and your skin is fine, great. Do it for joy. But if you're struggling with that internal dryness, you're likely wasting your money and making things worse.
Okay, let's wrap this all up. Let's do the key takeaways.
Let's do it. Number 1.
Internal dryness. It's not thirst, it's a damaged barrier. You can't fill it, you have to seal it.
Number 2. Absorption.
Cosmetics are shields, not food. They mostly sit on the surface to protect you.
Number 3. The product pile-up.
More steps means more potential irritants. Simplicity is the first step to healing.
And the big one, number 4. The real cure.
Sleep. You have to rest your way to a new skin barrier. You can't scrub your way there.
It's funny, we started this looking for a secret product, and the answer is mostly, stop doing so much.
Which connects to a final thought I'd like to leave everyone with.
What's that?
It's this idea of an action bias. When we have a problem, our instinct is to do something. Buy something, apply something. It feels like we're in control.
Whereas doing nothing feels like failure.
Exactly. But in biology, sometimes the best action is no action. The hardest part of skincare might just be trusting your body, which has been healing itself for millions of years, to know what it's doing better than a serum you saw on social media.
Can you be brave enough to just wash your face, put on a simple cream, and let your body do the work while you sleep?
That's the real challenge.
It really is.
I think that's a challenge worth trying. Maybe tonight, just skip the extra steps, clean, moisturize, and try to get that extra hour sleep.
Your skin barrier will thank you for it.
Thanks for diving in with us today. We'll see you on the next one.
Take care, everyone.